Welcome, folks. DA, it's all you.
Well, Kevin,
that one falls.
There is a reason John Wall's name is always at the top of the leaderboard in assists in the NBA. Understanding how to...
Here's the magician. Inside. Out to KD. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
It's Wall with the drive. Over in the corner, Green. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Green's got his second basket of the night. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Here's Şengün. To the middle. Here's Wall. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Tate gets it to go.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
The Nets working the ball around now. Down low, passes it to the magician. High post, KD. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Braxton's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Wall looking it over. Pass to Green. Back to Wall. Here's Şengün. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's the magician. And there's the drive. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Timeout called, the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Garuba. He averages about 5 points a game. And the pass to Matthews. Clock at 6. Garuba, the pass to Green. From the baseline. A rebound by the Nets.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Back to Harden. Over Porter. Again, the Nets for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Harden against Porter. Outside, Martin. The Rockets again can't hit. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 16-6 run. The magician passes to Gordon. Here's the magician. Kicks it out to Gordon. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Rockets. It's a 10-point game, and it's good for 2.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Here's Harden, drives to the hoop. Porter pulls it in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Martin dishes to Green. Pass to Garuba. battles through traffic and lays it in.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Passes it to the Magician. Matthews with the steal. Porter with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Porter, no luck. Nets leading by 6. Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Now here's Porter. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio. And Matthews kicks to Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The pass to the Magician. Here's Mwaba. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one. And so a good time to go to...
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been giving John Wall all sorts.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor.
Well, Craig, we've seen plenty of other players improve their jump shot during their time in the NBA.
And as he slows down with age, I think that will be the key for Wall, increasing his confidence from range.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Edwards. David Nwaba out there with Harden. Then it's the Magician, and it's Claxton in at center. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Magician in that last matchup against the Pacers really lit up the floor. He scored 48 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Garuba to the middle. Here's Martin, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes, in your mind, those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
Christopher, the pass to Şengün. Pass to Christopher. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Harden. Buries it down low. Harden's got 8.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
It's Wall with the drive. And Wall with the slam.
Yeah, this is one of the top athletes in the league. Wall showing his lateral and vertical mobility.
Outside Edwards. On the wing, Harden, covered by Wall. Hits, count that one from the Magician. The Magician's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Tate. It's tipped. Here's Edwards. And that one drops for him. Inside. Tate, the pass to Şengün. Back to Tate. Fires from the corner. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. To the paint. Here's the Magician. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
So for the Nets, McKinney's. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Brooklyn ahead, running away with. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Then there's Jae'Sean Tate, and it's Şengün in at the 5. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Wall kicks to Tate. Rebounded by the Magician. The Magician's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And a big lead for them on both.
To Green. Pass to Şengün. He feeds it to Wall. Got a hand on it.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Harden the pass to the Magician. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And Thomas has it in the corner. To the inside. Over to Wall. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Behind the back and lays it in. Wall's got 7.
And that, to me, is an example of where the work in the weight room pays off. Wall absorbs contact and still guides it in.
Thomas gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Nets with possession here. Şengün, no good. Nets leading by 22. Harden the pass to the Magician. Here's Claxton. Hands the 12-footer. 10 points for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Strickland missing. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The Magician, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Wall draws the double. Here's Tate. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw good from Tate. And both free throws good for Tate. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Waba's checked in. Porter passes to Garuba. Now Matthews. To the paint. Can they get it? There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Clock at 4. There's Porter with the 3.
In a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. The field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
Got a piece of it. Nwaba with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Porter. Harden, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Porter in the corner. Pass to Christopher. Down low, here's Martin. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's the Magician, and the layup's good off the glass. The Magician's got 12 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Passes it to Garuba. Outside Durant. And he drives in. Good D by Matthews. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 14 points for the game. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And you also have to give credit to them for their shot blocking. They've had a ton of rejections in this ballgame. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
No good from the Magician. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Martin, the pass to Christopher. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Count the basket. 10 points for him.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Harden against Porter. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. The Magician passes to Claxton. Just 5 on the clock.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Porter kicks to Martin. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have an outstanding, amazing shot. And 1 quarter to go. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Edwards comes in for David Nwaba. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Daniel Tice out there with the Magician. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Edwards. And it's Forbes in at the 1. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the wide open shot from Green. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And the basket by Gordon.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Tice against Wall. Here's Garuba. Misses the 3. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. The Magician passes to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Wall. That's tipped. And he gets it back. Şengün passes to Green. Here's Garuba. It's stolen by Green. Inside. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here is Forbes, covered by Wall. In the corner, it's Gordon. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Green with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Banked in off the glass.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Wall. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
This is an important aspect of John Wall's overall skill set. That ability to be effective in the mid-range, important.
To the left side wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second team. Shooting for Brooklyn. Number 33. At the line for 2.
That's good from the Magician. And the Nets making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Both free throws good from the Magician. Here's James. 1:36 left in the game. The pass to Şengün. And he's going up for the alley-oop and finished off by Martin.
Well, guys, this was never really